Today's video is all about root volume with Pixie Diffusing and Hover Diffusing, hair pick diffusing, including root fluffing, root combing, and root clipping as well. So if that sounds great to you, then check this out. Hello, this is April with Easy Curly Hairstyles, and we're going to start with microplopping because this is what I do before I start diffusing and the rest of the different drying tips for volume. So I've already applied product to my hair, and now I'm just using my t-shirt towel, which is a very smooth, soft material, to just squish out any excess moisture from my hair. Once the dripping stops, then I'm ready to start diffusing. And here's what it looks like just with my bare hands, so you can see the movement that I'm doing to just squish out the excess water. So here with my diffuser, my hair dryer came with this attachment already, so it's a perfect fit. And I just slowly push my hair up and then hold it to my head, and I just hold it there for about 30 seconds or more if it's on low heat. And this is Pixie Diffusing. So it's just a controlled movement where you're just holding the hair in that compressed curl position, so it'll set that way. It gives more lift and bounce to the curls. This is the hair pick diffusing, which I love to do. So I'm using just a rat tail comb here, and I'm using that back end to just lift up certain areas. I like to focus on the crown, a little bit that top back part of my head, and even in the front area. So this is a good alternative if you don't like to blow dry upside down or side to side. So if you prefer to stay upright while styling your hair, this is a great option to be able to dry the roots of your hair straight up so they set in that upward position rather than them drying flat on top of your head, because then they'll stay that way. So this is what I love to do, and it really helps me to get all angles of the roots to dry it in this upward position. Using this type of comb or another style of pick is a perfect pairing for hover diffusing, because in general, hover diffusing, it's difficult to get the inside of your hair dry. But if you use another tool to lift, it helps to allow the warm air to get in different angles and underneath. And so I can really feel it here on the back of my head where my hair is thicker. So it's a really nice option. Another great tip with this type of pick diffusing is that you can use it to fine-tune particular areas on your scalp. So if you have a cowlick or a part line that either you're trying to cover or trying to create lift in that area, this is a perfect remedy for that. So here I'm working on the front of my hair, and I'm trying to lift up where these bangs are going to be, and I don't want a part line to be created. So I'm trying to create some lift so the hair just all blends into that area so I don't have any scalp showing. Okay, so now let's add in here a real life curly moment. So let's just say that you're diffusing, almost done, but now there's some stringy bits, some frizzy bits that looked fine in the beginning, and all of a sudden with some manipulation, as all my experimenting here during filming, this can happen. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to refresh these little bits before I continue. So just add a little bit of water, add the same product that you've already been using, and tuck it back into your hair, or try to add it to the neighboring curl clump. And then here I'm also prone to getting large curl clumps. And so at this point I also, of course, these are dry in the moment, and so I am able to separate them to be able to get some more volume there. So either put some clumps back together or separate some depending on what you need. Next up is root clipping. When my hair is about 90% dry, and then I'm just going to let it air dry like this the rest of the way, allow my hair to cool and settle into this position. So the hair clips just go in whatever direction you need the lift. Just be sure to check the back and make sure there's no unnecessary part lines created there or cowlicks. Then there's root fluffing, which make sure you're just moving your fingertips in a back and forth motion, not a circular motion, because you're really just trying to comb out the curl clumps at the root. And so that really just helps to fluff out that area. It helps to, give the scalp some coverage. So there's going to be less definition at the root, but that's what gives you volume. So you can also use a hair pick to do this. So here I'm combing out the roots. And so again, that's separating the curl clumps just at the roots to give some extra puffiness, some volume, some lift there. This is only done when the roots are fully dry, and I love this part because this is where I really start to see the lift coming out. And then of course, everyone knows about Scrunch Out the Crunch. It's the real magical part. If you are using a hard hold gel or another product that creates that candy glossy finish, scrunching that out to reveal the soft bouncy curls is always a fun magical transformation. So those are my favorite tips for getting lift and volume. You can see on the left, that shows more definition. In the middle is just the fluffing process, and on the right is the result of all of these tips put together. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and I still look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much for watching.